Everyone, very good morning and welcome to your theory class. Okay, I hope all of you are keeping fine, doing good. Okay, class does look good after the parents' meeting. It's already 80% like full. Everyone has come to the front end set. I hope we can maintain this. And just with that, they messed it up. Whose device is that? Put on silent, please. Okay, everybody, guys, girls, all of you, let's get moving. Everybody, we were in chapter number 5. And we need to continue from page number 97 onwards. Everybody, we need to move from page number 97 onwards. Okay. Right. Everybody, we were talking about networks. Okay. We spoke about the components of a network. And there is only one more component that we need to cover. Okay. All the other components we have gone through. Okay. We just have one more component to complete. And then we'll be moving on to another part in terms of networks. So everybody on page number 97, can everyone come down to 97? 96 for y'all. Okay, page number 96 for y'all is them. Basically, we need to talk about server computers. We have spoken about what? Network interface card, switch, router, extender, what else? Gateway. Y'all remember these devices? Okay, we spoke about all these devices and their functions or their duties in a network. And we have only one more remaining, which is a server. Okay? Right. Guys, girls, everybody, can you guys all come down to server and can you all read that first sentence over there? A server is an extremely powerful, okay, everyone reading with me? Very powerful computer that shares its resources with connected devices. Guys, going all the way back to chapter 1. Do you know what do we call a server computer? Mainframe. A mainframe computer. Could we just put that word on top? Everybody, in terms of computer, it's what we call a mainframe computer or a supercomputer. Okay, no textbook. Why not? Okay, hurry up. Everybody, can you all note that down? On top of computer, can you all note down? Supercomputer or server computer? Hurry up, everyone. So we are talking about a mainframe or what we call a server computer. Now, guys, girls, after look at this image over here. Look at this image over here. Hurry up, come to the front. If I were to type server computer over here, this is what we see here. Everyone, normally it's the size of an entire floor. Do you guys have any idea what all this space is? What's all this over here? Not CPUs. So these are all basically filled with hard disks. Everybody okay with this? These are all hard disks over here. Because what does a server computer do? A server computer is supposed to hold your data, right? Think about Instagram, the number of reels you have put, the number of stories you have put, the number of posts you have put, the number of comments you have put. You need a powerful computer to hold all of this, right? And it's definitely a server. So when you look at the image of a server, you would see it's the size of an entire floor. What is all these? What are all these huge components over here? These are all hard disks inside this. Okay, these are basically hard disks containing your data. And Instagram will not store your data once. They will back it up multiple times. In case one goes down, the other will take over. Everybody okay with this? So when you all see images like this, just remember these are all hard disks inside them. Are we all okay with this? Okay, these are all storage devices inside them to store your data. Okay, right. Everybody, can you all read the next one? Read the next one over here. And it says it shares its resources with connected devices. Let's talk about that for some time. Everybody, think about Uber Eats. When you open the Uber Eats app, you're connected to Uber Eats server computer. What is the resource that they are sharing with you? They are sharing something with you that you can only see when you connect to their server. Otherwise, you can't. Like what? For example, if you are not connected to the internet and if you open up Uber Eats app, it wouldn't show this to you. What am I talking about? What's the resource that this server is sharing with you? Sorry? Data. What is it? Data. Data. Okay, what data? So when you open up Uber Eats, guys, what do you all see? Live data like what? Give me examples, hello. Options to buy. Guys, don't you all see restaurants there? You all see a variety of restaurants, right? And every restaurant you open, what do you see inside it? You see its menu, not food menu. Okay? You see its menu. and you might see images of the items that they sell. If you are not connected to the internet, would you be able to see this? When you open up the Uber Eats app, it will say, you know what, not connected, couldn't load data, retry here. You get it? So for example, Uber Eats server, what is the resource they share with you? Their menu, the prices, images. Everybody okay with this? Then for example, when a restaurant accepts your order, you are able to follow your order. The server is sharing the status of your order with you. Everybody okay with this? When you connect to Gmail, what is the resource Gmail is sharing with you? They are sharing an email service, right? They are basically sharing your inbox with you. All your messages, they are sharing it with you. That's what we call a resource. Guys, online, all of you have connected to Zoom, right? Zoom server is sharing a platform where we can video conference. Everybody okay with this? Okay, so this is what we mean by share its resources. So server computers, they contain a resource that they share with everybody who connects to them. Everybody okay with this? Okay, so if you think about Zoom, they share a platform for us to do video conferencing. What about Instagram? They share a platform where you can see what your friends have posted, what stories your people you're following have posted. You can see the messages people have sent you. Are we okay with this? If you are not connected to Instagram, you would not be able to see this. Are we all okay with what resources are now? Everyone okay with resources? Okay? Right. Can you guys keep reading the next one? What do you call devices that are connected to a server? Let's read that. Computers connected to servers. There should be servers. I forgot to put the S there. Are known as clients. Can we remember that word? We are going to learn it again today. Computers connected to a server or connected to servers are what we call clients. So all your smartphones are clients. Boys behind, are you with me or not with me? I don't see you highlighting, underlining anything. You have your textbook with you? No, what? You don't have it or you didn't bring it? You didn't bring it. Okay. Right. Can you guys keep reading the next one? Keep reading the next one, guys. Resources that can be shared by a server include printers. We never ever spoke about printers. Storage. Guys, can you give me examples of online services that provide you with storage? Example? iCloud, OneDrive, Dropbox. What does Google give you? All of you are using Android, right? Google Drive, right? Isn't it? iCloud gives you 5 GB of free cloud storage, isn't it? And Google Drive gives you free 15 GB of cloud storage, isn't it? And if you want, there are other providers as well, like Microsoft's OneDrive, Dropbox. Okay, these are what we call cloud storage providers. Okay, and applications. Applications I'm going to show you all today. Okay, right. Can you guys look at this diagram over here? What do we have in the center? In the center, we have our server, extremely powerful computer, sharing storage, resources with us. And what do you call all these computers that are connected to it? Clients. Excellent. You guys are with me. Can you guys come down to the first one? Types of servers. When you access a website, there are different servers that you will be accessing. Everybody okay with this? Why don't we have, I'll ask it later. Can you guys see the first server? We have a server called authentication. This is like the security guard server. What does it do? Checks. Everyone read with me below. Checks usernames and passwords. That's all it does. So when you go to a website, when you go to Instagram.com, let's say you are logged out. The moment you go there, you are dealing with the authentication server. What this server does is very simple. Checks your username and password. Is it valid or not? Read the next paragraph. Read the next point. When successful, the client receives a certificate, like a pass, that it can use to access various resources like applications and storage. Everybody okay with this? Once you put the correct username and password, thereafter you get like a pass, or they say security certificate. Okay, so that you can go and access the other servers. Are we all okay with this? So what are the other servers? Can you all read the second server? Something I don't think any of you all have ever dealt with. Authentication server, I'm sure all of you all have dealt with it and still deal with it on a daily basis. Everybody okay with this? When you log into your email, when you log into any online account, most probably you're going through an authentication server. Read the next one. Print server. What does this do? This server manages multiple printers at a time. dealing with print requests from client computers and adding jobs to a queue. Guys, think about this. Think about a bank. In a banking network, you have a lot of confidential data. You know what confidential means, right? In a banking network, you have details about customers' bank accounts. This is data that should not be leaked. Not everybody should know about it. Agree with me, right? Okay. So in a bank, you have so many employees working with you, and there are times they have to take printouts. But are you going to give them full freedom to print whatever they want? That will be really stupid of you, isn't it? If you allow employees to print whatever they want, the customer's data is easily going to be leaked, isn't it? So normally banks, hospitals, insurance companies, basically any company, they don't allow employees to print whatever they want. What do? They have a server computer that manages all the printouts. You get it? So for example, let's say I'm working in a bank. When I send a printout from my laptop is only a client, no? It goes to the print server computer. And on the server, for example, the manager, my supervisor, my boss, whoever it is I'm reporting to, has to approve that printout. Once he approves that printout, then the printout will take place. Everybody okay with this? So before my supervisor approves the printout, obviously he's going to ask me why. Why did you take a printout of this? What's the reason behind it? You get it? And if I have a valid reason, then he will go ahead and approve it. You guys get it? So in a company like this, you need a print server so that all the printouts are monitored and managed. Are we all good? Okay. And also read the second point. Read the second point. These servers can also monitor and process print requests, making sure that users or departments are billed. They have to pay for jobs that they send to the printers. Okay. So for example, through the print server, you can monitor which department and how much of printouts they are taking. You guys get it? Okay. So normally for a school, you wouldn't have a print server. But for companies that have extremely confidential data, like a bank, insurance company, hospitals, okay, places that have extremely confidential data, they must use a print server. Are we good, everyone? Okay. They monitor all the printouts that employees take. And employees can't take printouts whenever they want. Whenever they want a printout, they send a request. The server will then hold the request. Then, supervisor, manager, whoever has to go and approve that request. Everybody okay with this? Sounds good? Everyone over here, please. Can you guys read the third one? This server allows users to access shared and private storage. Everybody, didn't we just speak about server computers that provide you with storage? Like OneDrive, Google Drive. Is it clear? So when you access OneDrive, Google Drive, most probably you're accessing what we call a file server. You only see your files on this server computer. Are we okay with this? I'm going to show you some examples now. Can you all read the next one? We have another server that provides you with access to applications. Let's stop for a moment. What are applications? Apps. That's not good enough for me. You just said the short form of application. We learned system software. We learned application software. What was the purpose of application software?
Application software made to control various tasks.
Not various tasks. Every app, yes. Can we just put that there? What do you call? Allows the user perform specific tasks. What are applications, guys? They are softwares that help the user perform specific tasks. Okay? System software manages your whole computer. Application software, what does it do? Helps the user perform specific tasks. You want to do calculations, you go for an application known as Excel. Okay? You want to, for example, create a presentation, you will go for an application known as PowerPoint. Okay, boys behind, are you with me? Okay, everyone? Can you all note that down? Perform specific tasks for the user. Then, guys, we have an application server, a server that does what? That provides applications to the user. I'm going to show that to you all today. Can you all read that first? We have a server. What is its duty? Its duty is simply to provide users with various applications, various softwares that they can use online. Are we good? We are going to see that shortly here. And read the last one, everybody, web server. The web server, what does it contain? This server processes requests for data made via HTTP. What is HTTP? Let's check. Yeah, what do you mean by hypertext transfer protocol? Yeah, but that's not good enough. Everyone look here. When I go, I'm sorry.
The text in which the data was written.
That is HTML. You're confusing HTML and HTTP. Everyone look at this. I'm going to show you all an example now. Oh, Jaime, I have missed your answer. You had told me earlier. Everyone look here. If I come to ikman.lk, can you all see what does it start with? HTTPS. Okay. Let's go to another website. Let's go to RIA 7. Okay. Exactly. That is later on. Okay. Later on, I'll talk about this S and no S. Look at this, guys. What does it start with? It starts with HTTPS. I'll go to one more website. We'll go to, for example, Platinum. Everyone look here. It's loading. Now it has loaded. What do you all see at the beginning? HTTPS. So basically, what does HTTP do, guys? It tells you, everyone, what does HTTP do? It tells a server computer and a web browser. Are you all with me? It tells a server computer and a web browser how to communicate with each other. Okay, can you all just put a note over there? Just above this, everybody, just above this, define how a server and a web browser communicate. Just above that. HTTP is basically a set of rules. We'll be learning it in chapter 7, if I'm not mistaken. In chapter 7, we'll be learning this. What does HTTP do? Tell me. Not tells, defines. Defines the rules or defines how a server and a web browser, like your computer's web browser, are going to communicate. Okay? Basically, it tells the rules of how the two should communicate. But for now, you write, defines how a web browser and a server communicate. Okay? Now, the first point is pretty confusing. Read the second point. It makes life so much easier for you. What does the second point say? Stores the data of a publicly accessible website. Everyone, what does the web server do? Yeah, that's a textbook answer. In your own words, basically, any website you access, the data is coming from what server? Web server. Finished. Are we okay with this? Girls, all of you are behind. When you access a website, it can be Ikman, it can be Pizza Hut, it can whatever website you access, you are accessing their web server. The moment you go and click on login, now who are you talking to? The moment you go and click on login, which server do you think you're talking to? Authentication server. So everybody, I want to give you all an example now. So I'm logged in. Let me go through incognito. I'm going to go to onedrive.com. I'm not logged in. I'm just going to onedrive.com. Where do you think I am now? No. I'm right now on the web server, right? I'm just viewing onedrive.com. They're giving me all the details about about their features. Everybody okay with this? Boys over there, all of you all agree? Right now, I am on what we call web server. I'm just viewing their website. Now, the moment, give me a second, please. The moment I click on, where is the login button? Sign in. The moment I click on sign in, okay, hold on a few seconds. And once I type my login details and click on next, then who do you think I'm put on to? And then put on to the authentication server. Is it clear? Another server just to check my username and password. Once I log in, I have now successfully logged in. Where is my this thing? I have now logged in. And this is what I see. Now where do you think I am? 1 second. Now I am on my file server. Agree? Everybody, right now I can see all my files on OneDrive. Is it clear? So right now I am on my file server. Now let's say, for example, I come here and I click on this. Let's say, for example, I click on this Word document. Give it a few seconds. It's loading. Now, tell me which server am I on now? Now I am on the application server. Agree with this? Everybody okay? So from time to time, you'll be moved from server to server. Guys, why don't we put everything on one server? The web server, file server, authentication server. Why don't we put everything on one server? Why separate them? Hard to manage also is a good answer. It's not, no, generally they are powerful enough. It's slow meaning? It will become slow, isn't it? If you put all your services on one, the traffic accessing that server is going to be very, very high, isn't it? The traffic, because authentication needs to happen there, file server needs to happen there, web server needs to happen there, isn't it? So the traffic and the number of requests that the server will be doing will be very high. So automatically that server will start to lag. And then what will happen? Customers are going to get fed up. They're going to get frustrated. It's taking so long to load and they're going to go away. Is it clear? So in order to give customers a smooth experience, what have they done? They have separated the servers. One server dedicated for checking your username and password. So you can log in quickly. Another server just to load your files. So your files will load quickly. You guys get it? If they dump everything on one server, you're going to have a horrible experience. It's going to lag. You're going to get frustrated. Okay, boys behind, are you all with me? Okay, right. Then guys, girls, I'm going to close this now. You all saw the authentication server. You all saw the file server. You all saw web server. Okay, right. Can you guys come down? There is a question for you all. Everybody, what do you all think about this? Very nice. Okay, my camera is glitching. Oh, 1 second. Tell them to come. Okay, guys online, I'm gonna switch on my camera again. Again, if it's having problems, let me know. Just give it about 5 minutes. Okay, after let me know. Right, everybody. Coming from, please. Right, everybody. Question from 2020 past paper. Okay. Everybody, question from 2020 past paper. It says over here, state the function of a gateway. So guys, girls, this is something we did last week. A gateway connects to two different networks. Like he said, LAN to a WAN. Okay, at home you have a local area network, and through your, what do you connect your wide area network? Through your, okay, who access your gateway? Your router. In most cases, your router is your gateway. Okay, shall we note this down? Connects two different networks. Okay, such as a LAN to a WAN. Everyone, LAN is local area network and WAN is wide area network. Okay, can we note that down? Boys, girls, and in most cases, your router is your gateway. Okay, those who joined us just now, page number 96. Page 96, boys behind. You're wondering the page number, right? 96. Okay. Connects two different networks such as a LAN to a WAN. Are we good with this? Okay, right. We're going to keep moving. Okay. Describe the function of two network components that are used to transfer data on the internet. We learned about 6 components. Okay. Ashik, I think I'll have to change places now. Okay. So, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay. Component number 1, tell me please. Pick any network component and tell me below. A gateway, which we just did not give something different. Gateway is correct, but we just spoke about it. Why write it again? Booster. Okay, I'll talk about a booster. You can say booster, you can say extender, you can say amplifier, okay, or repeater, all up to you. Right, what does a booster do? This side, Vamita. This side, I'm getting no answers from here. What does a booster do?
Amplifies the signal of the
Okay, amplifies the confusing word. Give me a simpler word. Boost, okay, acceptable. Shall we say strengthen, extends the range of the signal, isn't it? Okay, so you can say used to extend the range of what? Of Wi-Fi signals. Okay. So, for example, in your house, in your room, for example, the signals are very, very low. So you would fix a booster over there. What would the booster do? It would collect these signals and then amplify it or strengthen it or extend it to your room. Okay? For wired connection, we don't call it booster, we call it repeater. Just keep repeating the signals so that it reaches its destination. Okay, in a wired connection, normally we call it a repeater. I showed you that underneath the oceans we have cables, so many kilometers. So every few kilometers, repeaters will be there. Collects the signals, pushes it to the next side. Right, this side. Give me another component below. Router, excellent. A router has so many duties. Okay, we can say router also, yes. So router has a lot of duties. Why don't you all give me two of them, even though they have asked only for one? So I'm going to say router over here. Guys, girls, router. Girls, would you like to tell me a function of it? What does your router do? Gives data is not enough.
Access ISP.
Okay. This side. Abdurrahman, what do you think? Nothing? Forwards data packets or finds the path to send data packets to the correct device. Okay? You can say forwards data travels in the form of packets. Forwards data packets to the correct device. This is one. No, give me another one. You know, what do you think? Give me another one below. It connects to the ISP, Internet Service Provider. Guys, routers have an antenna, which means they can wirelessly connect to devices. So what were we calling that? It has two antennas, which means it supports wireless connectivity. It acts as a wireless access point. A router also has ports, so you can connect wired devices. So we were calling it it can act as a switch. Okay, we were saying the router can also act as a switch because it can connect wired devices. It has ports for wired devices. Okay, right, super. Let's move away from here, guys. Okay, right, all of you done there? Right, we are moving down. Everybody connecting and using the internet. Okay, guys, girls, everyone read up what I have highlighted. Read this first paragraph. In order for you to access online services, anything that's connected to the internet is known as an online service. Social media, online gaming, e-commerce, all these are online services. Okay, so in order for you to use any of them, you have to be connected to the internet. And guys, all these services are coming from a server. Agree with that? Uber Eats is being provided to you through a server. Instagram is being provided to you through a server. Agree? Okay? Daraz is being provided to you through a server. Everyone okay with this? All these online services run on a server, run on a very powerful computer. Okay with this, right? Right. And in order for you to access it, what should you have? Users must have a proper internet connection. Are we good? Right. Read the next paragraph. Users also need software that allow them to access these services. Everybody okay with this? In order for you to access Daraz, in order for you to access Ikman, in order for you to access platinumacademy.lk, you need to have the right software. Otherwise, you won't be able to access it. Everyone okay with this? Let's see what this software is. So number one, everybody, you need to be connected to your internet service provider. We already spoke about this in chapter 4, remember? In Sri Lanka, who are your ISPs? Dialog, Hutch, SLT Mobitel is now one. SLT Mobitel is now one. So we have 3 ISPs, boys. We have 3 ISPs in Sri Lanka. Are we okay with that? Next to internet service provider, can you just note those down? Hutch, Dialog, SLT Mobitel. Okay? Everyone okay? This previously, do you all remember we had something called Edexcel, remember? Yartel was also there, but Yartel is also, I think, winding down the operation, something like that. Okay, Edexcel merged with Hutch. Okay? Right. Did you note it down? So when you are revising, you know what ISP means. Right. Then guys, move on to web browser. Everyone, it's an application. Can you all read the bold words? Used to surf the internet and display web pages. Aren't we already doing this in class? In class, you all are what? Designing your web page using Notepad. Okay, what language are you using? HTML, hypertext markup language, and the output is viewed on Google, meaning web browser, isn't it? You do the designing on Notepad, you do the coding on Notepad, and you view the output on Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Edge, Opera. Is it clear? You use a web browser to see your output. Boys, everyone, I just remembered, yesterday what did I share with you all? I shared Dreamweaver with you all, okay? Guys, from tomorrow onwards, you won't be using Notepad. In Dreamweaver, guys, you will do the designing, Dreamweaver will do the coding for you. You get it? But you still should be able to read and understand code. Because the examiner will tell you, in this web page, highlight the code that was used to hyperlink the 2 pages. You get it? So you should still be able to read code. Okay, memorizing it not necessary, but you should be able to read code. Okay, because the examiner will ask you, highlight the code that was used to, make this a heading, make this a paragraph. Okay, so tomorrow, guys, we'll be using Dreamweaver. I hope everybody will have it installed. Okay, if you all are having problems installing it, message me. Are we okay? Tomorrow telling me your problems after I start the class is totally useless. Okay, I don't have time to deal with that. So tell me your problems today itself. Okay, I tried installing it. This problem came up. That happened. Tell me today itself. Tomorrow after I start the class, if you tell me, I really don't have time to deal with it. All right, everybody, can we come down to search engine? Girls, all of you read search engine below. Can you all read the first paragraph? A search engine provides users with a way to find information in web pages that are on the internet. Everybody okay with this? What's that noise from the speaker? Everybody okay with that? When you are looking for information and you do not know of a specific website, what do? You go and ask a search engine. Okay? You want to buy iPhone 17 Pro Max. Is it clear? You want to buy this phone, but you do not know who is selling it. You do not know who is offering the best price. So what do? You go and do a Google search. You go on to Google search and you say iPhone 17 Pro Max price in Sri Lanka. And then you will see websites in Sri Lanka that are selling it to you. Okay? Can you all read the remaining paragraphs? Everybody read this remaining paragraph. Users enter keywords, words that best describe what they are looking for. Then the search engine will take these keywords and compare it against all the web pages and then give you the closest matches. Are we good? Okay. I'm going to move down. Okay. Right. Everybody, can you all come down to web filtering software, or we call it internet filtering software? So everybody, sometimes when you're running a network, you want to control the websites that are being loaded on that network. Agree? Especially in a working environment. Let's say, for example, if I'm running a company, if I have employees working for me, and if I have given them all internet access, I wouldn't want them to waste their time doing things that are not related to the work, isn't it? Everybody okay with this? When I give them a laptop and give them internet access, I have a worry. Are they working or are they wasting their time? Is it clear? So sometimes what would employers do? What would companies do? They would use a software called web filtering or internet filtering. Where using this software, they can control what websites can be loaded and what websites are to be blocked. Are we okay with this? Okay, can you guys read this? This software can be used to prevent users from accessing inappropriate information or restricted websites. Okay, all right, keep reading it, guys. When a user tries to access a web page, the address that the user has asked for, everyone know what's the website address called? Everyone, can you look here? Can you put the full form on top? Uniform Resource Locator. Everybody, guys, girls, can you put the full form on top? I should have done that. I've forgotten to do it. Everybody, on top of URL, can you all note down? Uniform Resource Locator. So URL is basically the address of a web page. Ikman.lk is a URL. Pizzahut.lk is a URL. Uniform Resource Locator. Can we note that word down? Ahmad, all of you over there, have you noted it down? Do you note it down? Sure, URL, okay. Uniform Resource Locator. Right. So when you have, guys, girls, everybody, when you use internet filtering software, anybody in the network, when they request for a website, that URL is going to be compared against two lists. Are we okay with this? Exactly. Okay. So in internet filtering software, we have two lists, a white list and a black list. What does a white list contain? Websites that are accessible. Can you guys read this second point? Websites that are in a whitelist are websites that are allowed to load on your network. Everyone okay with this? Shahid, all of you? Okay. Your whitelist contains websites that are allowed to load. What does your blacklist contain? Websites that are not allowed. These websites are to be blocked from entering the network. Are we good? What if the user asks for a website that is not there on the whitelist nor on the blacklist? Then it will open it. Can you guys read the last one? If the user has requested for a website and this URL is not on the whitelist nor on the blacklist, it will allow it to go through. Are we okay with this? Okay. So can you all read the last paragraph as well? Filtering software can help schools and parents to protect children from accessing disturbing or age inappropriate content. Okay. So even schools, when they have a computer lab, they might install this software, okay, to prevent what you call students from accessing disturbing or age inappropriate content. Okay.
The parents will lock, like when they filter.
1 second. What did you say?
The parents will lock an exam.
Parental lock.
Yeah.
I didn't get you.
A parent will lock. Like your
You mean
parents
parental control software? Parental control software has so many features. One of those features will be internet filter. In addition to, there'll be other features as well, where you can monitor how much of time they used it for each website, how much of time they spent. You get it? Now, internet filtering, there's only one function, controls the web pages you access. Parental control software will have many more features inside it. Okay? Everybody okay with this? All right, can we come down to the, boys, everyone, can we come down to the past paper question? State the role of an ISP. Not provides access. Users, organizations, everybody okay with this? Provides users or organization with access to the internet. Boys, girls, can we note this down? Everybody? Provides users and organization. Provides users and organizations with access to the internet. Are we okay with this? Provides users and organizations with access to the internet. We forgot to mention one more ISP that is coming to Sri Lanka. Who was that? Starlink we forgot to mention, right? So Starlink is a very, very new player. Okay? And what is so different about them? They are using satellite communication. All the ISPs mostly use cables, fiber optic cables running underneath the ocean now. Starlink is the new ISP provider that's allowing you to use satellite communication to connect with the whole world. Describe the function of a web browser. Allows users to view web pages on the internet, on the World Wide Web. Okay, everyone. The web browser or a web browser loads web pages of websites on the internet. A web browser loads web pages or websites on the internet. Can we also note this down? Is used to surf the internet. In order for you to use the internet, in order for you to go through the internet, you must use a web browser. Are we okay with this? A web browser is used to surf the internet, go through whatever is on the internet. Okay? Okay. Right, we are moving down. Now, everybody, guys, girls, everyone, let's look over here below. I want you to answer something for me. At the beginning of chapter 4 and at the beginning of chapter 5, I told you all the meaning of a network. Can you all repeat it to me again? If anyone remembers. Contains minimum how many devices? No, 2 devices. Okay. What is a network, guys? A network?
The communication between.
Okay. Is when two or more devices are connected to each other, and these devices, glitching again, okay, give me a minute, and these devices can communicate with each other. Okay, give me a second, guys, I'll change the camera now. Can you guys note this down? When 2 or more devices are connected to each other, and these devices can communicate with each other. I'm changing the camera, guys. Give me a second. I switched off the camera. I'll change it and then I'll switch it on, okay? Right. So we are going to have a look at the benefits of creating a network, okay? Everyone, did you all take this down? Zubair, we're having problems with this camera. I mean, can you bring another camera and come, please? Yeah, webcam, please. Okay. Right. Can you guys come down over here? Right. Everyone, point number 1 says access to shared peripherals. Stop there for a second. What are peripheral devices? Excellent. Devices that are connected to a computer. Your input devices, your output devices, your storage devices. These are what we call peripheral. So guys, in a network, what type of peripherals can you share where multiple users can use it? Printer. Excellent. Can you guys put printer over there? Okay, everybody, can you all just put example printer? So you can share one printer. Now guys, when you go to Dialog Customer Care, when you go and physically meet them, do you see every employee having one printer? No, right? Every employee is not given a printer. Instead, when they take a printout, they have to get up and go where there is a central printer. All the employees are connected to that one printer. Everybody okay with this? Even in Platinum, in our back office, we have 3 printers there. Multiple laptops are connected to those 3 printers. How? Through a what? What did they first create? They first created a network. They connected the laptops and the printers to the same network. When they are all connected to the same network, all the laptops can access the printers. Everybody, am I making sense to you all? Do you all remember this diagram over here? Everyone remember this diagram here? Where is it? The first page had it. Look at this diagram here, here. Look at this. We have a printer here. All these computers, all these devices, gaming console, of course, no need. But the smartphone, the laptop, desktop, all of them can access this printer. You guys get it? So instead of buying one printer for everybody, you buy one printer and share it with everybody in the network. Isn't that cost saving for you? It is cost saving for you, right? And companies use this a lot. Why provide every employee with a printer? We buy one printer and share it with everybody here. Sounds good? Okay? Right. Can you guys read the next benefit of a network? Benefit number. Point number 3. Flexible access. You can access the printer from any device in the network. Everybody okay with this? You can access the network attached storage from any device in the network. Are we good? I'll ask you one more question. Guys, your Instagram account, can you only access it from one particular smartphone? No, right? You can use any device. As long as you're connected to the network, you can use any device to access your Instagram account. Agree with me, right? Okay, this is what they mean by flexible access. When you are connected to a network, you can use any device to access your account. Okay, what do you mean by media streaming?
What is Netflix doing? On Netflix, can multiple people watch the same movie? Possible, right? Because on Netflix, there's only one copy of the movie, but there are many people watching that movie at different times. How is this possible? It's only possible because of a network. So on a network, we have something called media streaming. You can share audio and video files. Multiple users can watch it at the same time. I can be in the first minute. He can be in the first hour. You get it? We can be in different times. Still, we can all watch it together. Are we okay with this? Media streaming. Look at the next one. Communication. Devices can communicate with each other. Okay, if there was no network, I'll have to put my files on a pen drive and then come and give you that pen drive. You have to connect it, take the file, long procedure. But because of a network, through the network, I can send files to you. Agree with me, right? Isn't this already happening in today's world? In today's world, how are we communicating on WhatsApp? Because we are all connected to an online service, which is a network, right? We are all connected to WhatsApp server. It's a network. Is it clear? So we can communicate with each other. Even though we are in different locations, we can still talk to each other. And read the last point. Shared access to the internet. Everybody, at home, we have a network, right? Because of that network, the internet connection is shared with all the devices. Are we good? When you have a network, guys, your internet connection, your router, you can share it with multiple devices. What are we talking about right now? What is our subtopic here? What is our subtopic here? Benefits of creating a network. Everybody okay with this? When you create a network, these are the benefits that you will be able to enjoy. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you all 30 seconds. Can you all by heart 3 benefits of a network? Everybody? 3 benefits of a network. Have 3 benefits by hearted, please. When you create a network, this is what you get to enjoy. Okay? Okay, benefits of creating or using a network. Okay, if you can have 3 in mind, that's good enough for now. Okay, right. Now, boys, girls, our last part before we take a break shortly. Everybody, network architecture. When it comes to connecting devices, in chapter 4, boys, in chapter 4, I taught you all 4 networks based on size, not 4, mostly 3. 3 networks based on size. Anyone remembers those 3? PAN, personal area network, that's the smallest. Then you have LAN, local area network, a network within a building. And then you have a huge network around the world, wide area network. Now look at the heading, network architecture. How are you gonna connect these devices to each other? PAN, LAN and WAN are network sizes, no? Is it clear? Here we have something called network architecture. How are devices going to be connected to each other? Can you all see the 2 types? Peer-to-peer, client to server. Are we okay with this? So peer-to-peer, let's have a look at this. Everybody at home, all of y'all, I'm for sure, y'all are all using what we call peer-to-peer. In your house, everybody is simply connected to each other. Is anybody there running the network? No, right? So in your house, most probably, guys, all of y'all are using what we call peer-to-peer. Devices are simply connected to each other. Are we good? Okay, can you guys read that paragraph now? Computers in a peer-to-peer network are simply connected to each other. They can communicate with each other. They can also share resources with each other. They can send files to each other. But there is no server. There is no powerful computer as such in the network. Are we okay with this? So everybody, the best example I can give is your house. At home, most of y'all are having what we call peer-to-peer. Devices are simply connected to each other. Y'all can send and receive messages from each other. Okay, but there is no server managing the network as such. Are we good? Okay, can you guys look at this diagram? Devices are simply connected to each other. Right. Then guys, when you access Uber, when you access Google, when you access Instagram, you are accessing an architecture known as Client to server. You are the client, your device is the client, and Google or Instagram or Ikman or Pizza Hut, whatever it is, the website that you're accessing will be your server. Okay, can you guys read that? In this network architecture, clients, you guys are connected to one or more servers. Everyone okay with this? Can you guys look at the diagram over there? So from various parts of Sri Lanka, users are connecting to Ikman server. Okay, some are using smartphones, some are using desktops, some are using tablets, some are using laptops. Is it clear? And all our devices are clients. Okay. What's a it's a smartphone brand. You do not know BlackBerry? So at one time, BlackBerry was very popular among business people.
Touch screen with
No.
buttons. Touch screen with buttons.
With lots of buttons. So normally we have a virtual keyboard. No, the BlackBerry had physical keyboard with all the QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
So at one time it was very popular, but after the smartphone came out, it lost its popularity. Everybody okay with this? Right, guys, girls, can we move down? Let's have a look at these benefits. Hello, everybody. Oh, everyone, stop there for a minute. Don't read it. Don't read it. Can you all come down to this past paper question? Boys, come down to this past paper question, will you? Describe. Can you all see how many marks? 4 marks, which means every point you're getting 2 marks. Okay, you're supposed to describe it. Okay, all right. Can you guys read this? Describe 2 benefits to teachers of using a LAN.
They can share files.
They can share files. Shall we start with printers?
They can share printers.
Okay, so I'll note it down. The guys describe. So I'll first note down the point, then I'll describe it. Peripheral devices such as a printer can be shared. You got only 1 mark. Now describe how this is possible.
It's cheaper.
For teachers, no, not the school, no.
It reduces cost.
So shall we say something like this? What's the big deal of sharing a printer for teachers? How is it saving time? Normally, everyone look at me. If I want to take a printout of Platinum, you know what I have to do? I have to email my printout to them. If we had like a proper network where my laptop was also connected to that printer, I can print from the classroom itself. Put it into words and tell me, will you now?
More efficient.
How is it more efficient? You all saw the problem? Right now, once again, my laptop is not connected to Platinum's printer. So whenever I have to take a printout, I have to either put the files in a pen drive and go and give the office, or I have to email it to them and then go upstairs and tell them, take a printout. If my laptop was also connected to the printer, what type of a benefit would I enjoy?
You can directly save the data.
Exactly. Exactly. All teachers can access the printer from their own devices, isn't it? That's the benefit here. This peripheral is okay. So you can say, so teachers, everyone, so teachers would be able to access the printer from their own devices. From their own devices. Or from whatever device they are using. Or from any device in the network. Right, give me another benefit you all told me. Communication is possible. So how would that be a benefit in a school? Documents with each other's devices. Okay, so you can say communication between devices is possible. This is only 1 mark. You can now go on to say teachers can exchange files with each other through the network. Okay. Can we mention one more benefit? Do they all have to come to a specific computer to access the internet? No. So tell me. We mentioned the benefit about the internet. In the internet connection can be shared with all devices connected to the network, isn't it? Everybody, you can say the internet connection can be shared with all devices connected to the network. If they didn't have a proper network, all the teachers will have to come to a specific computer to access the internet. But because they have a network, they can share that connection with all the devices. Okay. 1 second. Okay, guys, they have asked only for 2. We have noted down 3. Girls done, everyone? Guys, when you all whatever. We're going for a break now. Okay, all of you, you'll have 10 minutes, 8:45. We will be back. Can we all move down to these benefits? Move up. Sorry, move up. We will be doing this and then moving on to our past paper questions. Okay, guys, you all know what is client to server now? You have an extremely powerful computer managing your entire network. Boys, look over here, Willow. You have an extremely powerful computer managing your network. So what are your benefits? Guys, before we talk about benefits, tell me a major drawback you have with client to server. A major drawback when you go on to client to server, which is, general, all of you all, break is over. Guys, there is a risk. No, what about your setup cost? Your setup cost is going to be very expensive. You have to buy a server. And then what about your maintenance cost? When you have servers, you need cooling, you need professionals to work with it. You need massive storage space. You need massive computing power, girls. Is it clear? So your setup cost and your maintenance cost going to be very high. Can you guys just note that down over here? High setup and maintenance cost. Okay, this is a major drawback with client to server. High setup and maintenance costs. High setup and maintenance costs. Okay, this is a massive drawback for you. Then, boys, girls, let's talk about some of your advantages. Okay, boys, all of y'all. Benefit number 1, guys, we have something called user access rights. You know what this means? Everyone, look here below. When you go to a supermarket, when you go to the cashier, anyone knows what we call the cashier's area in ICT terms?
Point of sale.
What type of point of sale? It's point of sale. The cashier's point is a point of sale. EPOS, which means electronic point of sale. The cashier's point in supermarkets, if they are using a computerized billing system or if they have a self-checkout, we call it EPOS, electronic point of sale. Okay, guys, in a supermarket, do you believe they use client to server? No? Where do you think all the prices and discounts details and all that is coming from? Where? Stock details all are coming from a server. Is it clear? So all the cashier terminals are connected to a server. Okay, right. When you are billing, and let's say, for example, there is a mistake in the price. The price of an item is the wrong price, and you need the price changed. Can the cashier on her own change the price?
No.
No. Normally, who does she call? She calls the manager, right? Normally, cashiers, they have a bill. They start ringing that, not bill, bell. They have a bell there. They ring that bell, and then the manager comes, right? And what does the manager do? Boys behind. What does the manager do? He fixes it, meaning he logs into his account, and then what does he say? Change the price. Everybody okay with it? A manager has the rights to change prices. Let's say, guys, you change your mind. You know what? I don't want this item anymore. The cashier can't remove an item from the bill. Who does she have to call? She has to call the manager. The manager comes, logs into his or her account, and then removes the item from the bill. Everybody okay with this? This is because cashiers on this network, they can only create a bill. They can't modify a bill. They can't change prices. They can't cancel items. You get it? For them to do that, they have to call somebody else to do it. This is what we call user access rights. Everybody okay with this? Okay, not Cargill, Spa, any supermarket, they don't allow cashiers. Cashiers are not given the rights to change prices. You get it? So if there is a price change, the manager has to come. The manager's account has the rights to change prices. You guys get it? This is what we call user access rights. On a client to serve a network, you can enable user access rights. Okay, everybody okay with this? Okay, everybody, can you all go through this? Everyone go through this, please. Okay. User access rights. Where on a client to serve a network, you can control what users do on the network. You can allow them to do certain things. You can block them from doing certain things. Are we okay with this? Right. Think about this. Think about Instagram. On Instagram, you can change only your profile pic. You can't change somebody else's profile pic. Agree? You have access rights only to change your pic. Then one more thing. Can you see the posts of those who have not accepted your follow request? Answer is no. Because they have set up a setting where they have put up an access right where you can only see the post of those who have accepted your follow request. You guys get it? Okay. This is what we call user access rights. You can control what users do on the network. One more example. In a student information system, students can only view their marks. Can they change their marks? They can't. But a teacher, when she logs in from her account, she can do what? She can view your marks. She can also modify your marks. Okay with this? This is what we call user access rights. Okay. This can be done in a client to server network. Number 2, guys. Centralized administration. You know what this means? Don't read. Just look here. Say for example, you are working on Uber Eats as a driver, and let's say you have violated one of their rules. You have been very rude to a customer, or for example, without delivering an item, you took it and went yourself. You get it? Well, say for example, you have violated their rules. For them to block you, do they need to physically come and take your phone? No, right? What do? Block your account from their server itself, right? From the server itself, they block your account. You guys get it? Everyone okay with this? When you order something on Uber Eats and you have a problem with that order, what do? They solve that problem from their server itself. Okay, from their server itself, they'll give you points, or they will, sort out your order problem. Everybody okay with this? This is what we call centralized administration. When you're using Instagram, if you have violated any of their guidelines, what do? From their server itself, they block you. You get it? This is what we call centralized administration. The server manages the whole network. If anything needs to be done, it can be done from the server itself. Are we good? Can you guys read it now? Read it. Resources and user accounts are all managed from the server itself. If they want to block your account, if they want to unblock your account, if they want to give you new privileges, all that done from the server. Okay. Benefit number 3. Guys, if you lose your smartphone, does it mean you have lost your email account? Does it mean you have lost your Instagram account? No, the data is not backed up on your device. Where is the data backed up? The data is backed up on the server. So even if you lose your smartphone, yes, that's a loss for you, but your data hasn't been lost. Your data is on the server. So you can use another device even and access that data. Everybody okay with this? This is what we call centralized backup. Everyone okay with this? Companies, for example, companies give employees laptops, no? You get it? And they will tell employees, do not save the data on the laptop. All your data, save it on the cloud. Why cloud?
Because if the laptop gets
Exactly. Even if the laptop fails, because some employees can get angry and they can, break the laptop on purpose. They might steal the laptop. They might never return the laptop. You get it? The laptop might get stolen. You get it? So even if that happens, yes, that's a loss for the company, but the company's data is not lost because the data is not on the laptop. No, the data is all on the cloud. So even if you lose the laptop, yes, that's a loss, but the data is not lost. Customer data is still backed up safely here. You get it, guys? Okay. So in a client to server network, you have something called centralized backup. All your data is going to one location and getting saved. Okay, guys. So even if you lose your smartphone or your laptop or whatever, you don't lose your email account. Your email account is still there on the cloud. Are we good? Can you guys read it now? User data is protected from loss because backups can be automated. Okay. The next benefit is what? Shared access to storage. Everyone okay with this? On one server computer, how many Instagram accounts are there? Millions. On one server, your storage is shared with many. Everybody okay with this? Think about Google Drive. Google Drive has many users. They are sharing one server with many users. Okay, this is what we call shared storage and file access. Are we all okay with this? Can you all read it now? On a client to server, you can share your storage with many users. Okay. And finally, roaming profiles. Don't read it. Let me explain first. Guys, to access your Instagram account, can you use any device?
Yes.
You can. To access your Uber Eats account, can you use any device? You can. What do we call this? Roaming profiles. From any device, as long as you know the username and password, you can access your account. You can access the server from any device. That's what I mean. Okay? From any device, you can access your server computer. Roaming profiles. Can you guys go through the meaning of it? This is the ability to log into any computer in an office and see your settings and all your files. Okay? Guys, 30 seconds. Can you go from top to bottom? The benefits of using client to server. And then we will move on to past paper questions. Okay? Everybody, chapters 1 to 4. I told you all in the parents meeting also. I have not done all the questions with you all. I have done only a few. From time to time, I'll give you all a few questions as homework. What's going to happen to the rest? The rest you all should be doing yourself. And I have also given you all the marking scheme. Okay, so compare, write your answer yourself and then look at the marking scheme and see how much you have scored. Everybody okay with it? Make resources work in your favor. Okay, so don't just keep these papers at home. Go through the questions we haven't done. Compare your answer with the marking scheme. Okay, guys, girls, everybody? Right. Then, guys, we're going to move on to chapter 4, past paper questions. I'm going to minimize this. Students online, everybody. Chapter 4, past paper questions, please. Hurry up, everybody. You don't have. Now you're telling me. I went up and came also. The others wanted, they asked me, I bought it and came. They want no where it is. I have to go and take it. Everybody, question number 50. Everybody, question 50. PT agency uses a broadband connection to access the internet. I want to stop there, boys. Broadband means a connection with a high bandwidth. The opposite of broadband, a connection with a low bandwidth, is what we call narrow band. Are we okay with this? Everybody, the opposite of broadband. Broadband means a connection with a high bandwidth. So 4G is an example of broadband. Fiber optic is an example of broadband. We have something called 2G. 2G is an example of narrow band, extremely slow. You don't use it in today's world. Okay? 3G is also broadband. 3G is broadband. Okay? 5G is for sure. 3G is broadband. 5G will be what? Okay, can you guys answer this? Name two other types of connections that could be used to access the internet. Tethering, shall I say Wi-Fi? Because in tethering, you're sharing your internet connection with other devices. How do other devices connect to your connection? In tethering, if I share my internet connection with all of y'all, how do y'all connect to it? Through Wi-Fi, right? Where do y'all use Bluetooth? You all use Wi-Fi, so you can say Wi-Fi. Give me something else. ISP. ISP is only a company that provides you with access to the internet. What do we call that connection? We don't say broadband, we say 3G, 4G, right? But that answer is already taken over here. They have said broadband over here. Give me something else. Recently it came to Sri Lanka. Starlink is the brand name. Satellite communication or satellite connection. Ethernet. Ethernet means Ethernet. That means cable network. You can say Wi-Fi. You can say satellite connection. Okay. Question number 52, please. Everybody, question 52. Camille's mobile phone can receive data using 3G, 4G, 5G and GPS, which stands for Global Positioning System. State two other wireless communication methods used by mobile phones. Bluetooth is there. Wi-Fi is there. Tethering, no. We don't use it, but it's there. Not all phones. Some phones have it. I can use my smartphone to control the projector, to control the AC. IR, what does it stand for?
Infrared.
IR blaster starts. So IR blaster is a brand name, a feature on a phone. Infrared communication. Infrared. All right, can we move on to chapter 3, everybody? Guys, girls, chapter 3, please. Let's save this and let's move on to chapter 3. Hurry up, everyone. Keep your textbooks next to you all, guys. When we do questions, go through your textbook and try to find the answer. Keep the textbook open. It's chapter 3 now. Guys, girls, chapter 3, please. Question number 10, please. Everybody, question number 10. Give one drawback of increasing the size of RAM.
Costly.
Okay, it's going to be very costly. Okay, it's going to be very costly. Everybody okay with this? Upgrading your RAM is going to be costly. What's your benefit?
Improves the speed of the computer.
Okay, give me something else. Guys, what is the RAM responsible for? Excellent. So if you have a higher size of RAM, what does it mean? You can hold more programs in the background. What's a good word for holding many programs in the background? You can do heavy multitasking, isn't it? When you have a large RAM capacity, you can have many programs running in the background without your computer slowing down. Or you can say multitasking can be done very smoothly. Okay? You choose your words. Okay, you can say multitasking or heavy multitasking. Heavy multitasking can be done smoothly. Can be done smoothly on the computer. Right. Let's keep moving. Question number 21, please. John has photographs of gardens that he has designed, stored on his digital camera. He would like to use these photographs in his leaflet. He uses an SD card. SD card is flash memory, like your memory card. SD card is basically your memory card to transfer photographs from his camera to his personal computer. Identify the type of memory used in SD card. We call it flash memory. SD card, SSD, okay, pen drives, they all use flash memory. Describe two other methods of transferring photographs from a digital camera to a PC. Using Wi-Fi, okay, describe. You can use Wi-Fi to transfer photographs from your camera to your PC. How? Shall we finish Wi-Fi first? Okay, using Wi-Fi, he should do what?
When the data packets Like the router is.
Router, okay, using Wi-Fi, both devices, that is the camera and smartphone. Exactly, both devices should be connected to the same router. Thereafter, photographs can be transferred from the camera to the PC. Give me another method.
Bluetooth.
Using Bluetooth, both devices should be
That
paired to each other. Using Bluetooth, both devices should be paired to each other. Using Bluetooth, both devices should be paired to each other. Then they can transfer photographs. We can also mention one more. Using the internet, how would you do it? Internet. Boys over there. Using the internet, how would you transfer photographs? So normally when you buy a Canon for camera or a Kodak camera, they give you a feature called from the
you log into the website.
Exactly.
Your account.
So guys, what do? They provide you with a cloud storage, right? So from your camera, you can upload your photographs to your cloud. You get it? And then from your PC, you can download the photographs from the cloud. You get it? You need internet, Wi-Fi, internet connection. The third method, they haven't asked for third method, but your third method can be using the internet. I have to describe it now. It can. Cameras, you can connect it to Wi-Fi. Once you connect it to Wi-Fi, you can then upload it to, let's say, your Nikon account or your Kodak account or your Google Drive account. They'll give you options. You can upload it to those cloud storage accounts. Then from your PC, what do? You download the photographs from those cloud storage accounts. Think about your smartphone. Where is your smartphone backing up all its photographs? iCloud. If you want to view it on your laptop, what do? From your laptop, you access iCloud and take those photographs. Does it make sense? Android users, all your photographs are backed up to Google Photos. If you go to your laptop and type photos.google.com, you can access the cloud storage of Google Photos and download your photographs. Okay? Let's move. Let's do one more. The smartphone uses an SD card. Which one of these does an SD card provide? It provides storage. I'm going to do one more here. Question number 34.
Storage.
An internal hard disk. Everyone, what do you think? Secondary or primary?
Secondary storage.
Secondary. Only RAM and ROM belong to primary. Everything else goes under secondary. Are you marking? You didn't bring it and come. Last time also I asked you, didn't bring it and come. Guys, bring all your past paper tubes and come. I saw some of you have neatly filed it as well. Good job. Easier to maintain. Okay? Make it easy for you guys. Get a file, put it all together in a file for you to maintain, for you to follow, for you to revise on it. It becomes easy. Which one of these uses optical method of data storage?
CD.
CD, compact disc. Your answer is B over here. Sorry? CD, question number 35, compact disc. A compact disc uses optical technology, right? Yes or no? Okay. The size of IMG 005.jpg is given as 624 KB. State what is meant by the term KB? Kilobytes. If I said KIB, it's kilobytes. I said KB, right? It's kilobytes. So this is decimal or binary.
Decimal.
This is decimal. If it was binary, there'll be an I in the middle. KB bytes, maybe bytes. Okay. Copies of files can be stored on an external hard disk. An external hard disk is the type of secondary storage. Your answer here is B. Which one of these would provide the largest storage capacity?
5 terabytes.
5 terabytes. Which one of these terms gives the speed of a computer processor?
2.1 gigahertz.
It's gigahertz. Gigahertz is the unit of computer processor speed. 2.1 gigahertz. Okay. Guys, soon have a look at chapter 2. We look. Just 1 or 2 questions before you guys go away. Chapter 2. Everyone, question number 48. Question 48. Hugh is working on a musical project. List 2 key features of sound editing software that Hugh could use to create a song.
Recording and fast.
Recording, okay. What did you tell me? So editing means what's the feature?
Lyrics.
Add effects like what? Adding
Lyric.
1 meter, adding effects, okay. Layering. Don't say cutting, you say trimming. Okay, you can trim an audio track. Okay, trimming. Then you know, guys, you know what is fade in, fade out? You can add fade in, fade out effects. Fade in, but we said adding effects now, so that covers it then. Right, our last one. Question number 53. Can you guys read that? Explain one reason why it is important that antivirus software is kept up to date.
Viruses are frequently developed, updated as the virus software which have identified.
Yeah, guys, every day newer viruses are coming out. So antivirus software should be updated so that they know how to remove, deal with new viruses. Everyone, did you all understand what I told you all? This is because you can say this is because every day newer viruses are coming out. So antivirus software, so antiviruses should be updated so that they can deal with newer viruses. This is because every day newer viruses are coming out, so antiviruses should be updated so they can deal as in remove these viruses, block them from running, be able to detect them. Don't worry, Achint, I'm stopping here. Okay, now it's sharp 9:15. So we are going to stop now. Okay, everybody. Until we meet again tomorrow for your practicals, guys, please have Dreamweaver installed. Okay, please have Dreamweaver installed. Okay. Okay, guys, take care then. Stay safe. See you all tomorrow at 7:30. Okay.